Hello, in Annecy, in France. I am a lucky boy. Today I have Mr. Felix Bravo.
Hey, Samuel, how are
which is Vice President of EXP Realty International Part, Vice President of Growth. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Felix, I'm really happy to have you.
I'm super happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you for that. And you spent the last 2 days, 3 days with me.
Yeah.
We just go on the road. We go to Lyon.
Yeah.
We go to Beaune.
We go to Bourne.
We
Yeah.
go to Beaune in Bourgogne. And you discover agent, you discover... You know France because you lived in France.
I spent some 6 months, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Tu parles français?
Un petit peu.
Ah, that's perfect. I love it. So, Felix, could you briefly introduce yourself and share your background before you join EXP Realty, please?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Felix Bravo. I'm the Vice President of International Growth at EXP. I come from a family of real estate. We were originally in Venezuela, and then we immigrated to the United States when I was quite young. And my mother was a lawyer in Venezuela, and when we moved to the United States, she said, no way I'm going to law school again and learning this all over again. So she, like many people who get into real estate, it was a second career or a third career.
Yeah.
And so she decided to become a real estate agent, and she didn't speak English quite well for the beginning of her career.
Only Spanish?
Only Spanish, which in Miami, Florida is you can get by.
I think it's the first language in Miami.
Yeah, it's getting close. Yeah. And for me, I was really young, so I picked up English fast. And so my mom would actually have me translate a lot of things for her. Mm-hmm. When I was 10 years old, I was looking over contracts for her and sending emails and all that stuff.
So you were a real estate agent at 10.
Well, we can't say that. We can't say that. But I was helping my mom. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was sort of bred into the real estate world from very young. I also grew up around a lot of people in the space. Had a lot of friends whose family were in the development side of things. And so as soon as I could, I started working within the pre-construction space, working directly for developers in South Florida. And we were on site selling their projects. So we did a lot of luxury boutique projects, whether it was condo projects or townhouse projects. We did quite a bit of. And that's really where I got my start. And so I fell in love with the space, fell in love with everything about pre-construction in Miami. Miami has had such an explosion of construction in the last decade. And I've been really lucky to see all of that.
It's a good place at a good time.
It was a good place, good time for sure, yeah. But that's this business, it's a roller coaster. So being in the right place at the right time is just about being in the same place for a consistent amount of time.
You did amazing volume. We spent time together, so you did amazing.
Yeah, we did, I think from across 5 projects, we sold about $200 million.
$200 million.
Yeah, which was, we had a great team. We worked with some amazing developers. I was very lucky. And then in about 2020, I believe, during COVID, I heard about some other virtual brokerages, virtual companies that were very tech focused. And I decided to join one of them that was very young to Florida. And I helped them scale throughout Florida. I was, I think, the first person there from growth and helped them expand throughout Florida. It was a luxury virtual brokerage, and I built out a team during that time period as well. And I kept hearing about EXP over and over and over and over again. And it wasn't until it was explained to me by Elizabeth Riley, actually.
I love Elizabeth.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I need to have an interview with her.
Yeah. Well, if you're ever in Miami, it would be a good place to do it. Listening to the way Elizabeth built her business on production, I think she was doing some amazing volume, amazing numbers every single year in a virtual landscape. And then she explained to me the concept of an independent company being in 24 different countries. And she just explained EXP to me in a way that really blew my mind. And I made the decision to join EXP.
That was not the first people who speak about EXP to you.
No, it was not.
But she changed the game, in fact.
She changed the game, yeah. She knew how to approach it. And also it was a little bit of right place, right time as well. People make decisions based off timing. People purchase homes when they're ready to purchase homes. They sell their homes when they're ready to sell their homes, or something in their life impacts them to do so. But she explained it in such a powerful way, and I had such huge respects for her business. And then I heard about Leo Pareja and our CEO, and Glenn Sanford, and I kind of understood their stories, and just the leadership across the board at EXP is
an incredible leadership.
Absolutely amazing.
I'm really happy to have you. No, seriously.
I appreciate that. No, but we probably have I think we have the strongest leadership in this industry, and that was really important for me. If where I'm going to put my business, I want it to be led by people who have been in the same shoes as me, who have been at open houses, who have lost deals, who have been driving around for a client for months. We're all agents. It's led by agents. Glenn's an agent. Leo was an agent.
Leo was the first agent in the world.
#1 agent in the world for another brand. Holly Mayberry was an agent, and she's a SVP of brokerage ops. Absolutely amazing. Lauren Coleman, Wendy Forsyth, our chief marketing officer, was an agent, and she's done such a phenomenal job. So when I look at that leadership and just what they've been able to accomplish as agents, and then stepping over into leadership roles in the company. I think agents don't do a good enough job about realizing that where you put your business, you're taking a big, trust and faith in the people around you, because you're putting your business under a brokerage. If you're going to do that, you should do it with a brokerage that's led by agents, led by people who have been there, done that, and are proven in the industry. And that's really why I decided to join EXP, and that I think that talks about how we're so agent-centric. And I know I rambled a little bit. You asked me about my background, and I went into a whole story.
No, but that's okay. Or maybe it will cover some question, but it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a conversation,
Exactly.
And I was thinking on. Yeah, it's the same in every country. It's not a question. It's the same in every country. I am an agent. I am a broker. Before to be in this position, that's the same for Adam. That's the same for Joachim. That's the same in every country. And I think that's the footprint of EXP, to have a leadership in country, in US, in marketing, which is agent.
Yeah.
And that changed the game, really. So my second question is, we have a phenomenal international growth.
Yeah.
And in your view, what is the key of success across different markets, even in Europe, and especially particularly for France?
Yeah, that's a great question. We're the largest independent real estate brokerage in the world.
Yeah.
We operate in 24 countries with some new countries to come. Which we're working on and expanding the brand internationally. I think there's a power in the fact that we're an independent company. I think there's a lot of companies that claim to be international, but they tend to really just be a bunch of branch offices in different places, whereas we are truly one EXP, even if it's EXP France or Colombia or Poland or Germany, US, whatever it is. And there's a lot of power in that, because when EXP expands into a France, into a Germany, into an Italy, we bring all the things that make EXP great, the international connectivity, referral platforms, the trainings, everything about EXP, our revenue share, stock options, all these things. But then we also create a value proposition of just best-in-class localized tools, localized leaders. And so we really create a brokerage and a real estate platform that is specifically catered for agents and their specific market. And then they get everything that EXP has to offer on top of that. I think that's been the key to our success, and why you haven't seen other independent brokerages successfully expand into as many countries as we have. I think that's part of the sort of execution of our strategy, and we'll continue to do so. And then being an agent-centric model, we improve year over year. Like, we're always looking, as you know, how much has EXP in France continue to improve and continue to add more value to the agent. That's the one thing we talk about every single day, right? So I think that's been a huge part of our success, and it's going to be a big reason why we'll continue to successfully expand.
Yes, thank you. You already asked, you already answered to the last question, which was, which value proposition we have, but we have a huge value proposition. And I should add that we have nice company in France also, as you know. But yeah, maybe the power of EXP is to do the same as they done in USA and Canada, in the other country with success. Not so easy for French company, which is great.
Yeah.
But to go in other country, and I think now we are just a word on not country, on not departments. Of course, everybody love his country, love his departments, love his region. But I think we should worldwide works. And we are doing that. And I think that's a huge difference.
Yeah, yeah.
What I would like to ask you is, how do you see the role of technology in real estate, the tools the EXP provides, on how do you think we will improve that in the next future weeks, months? It's more weeks.
Weeks and months, yeah.
Yeah, it's not years now.
Yeah.
It's more weeks.
Well, it's funny you say weeks and months because technology is...
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah,
It's a long
technology is improving at such a fast pace right now.
Yeah.
You look at, maybe like the 1980s to the year 2000, technology expanded quite a bit. And then from 2000 to 2010, we had this, 2000, the 80s till 2000, internet started coming up. And then 2000 to 2010, the internet evolved into more than just search engines and things like that. Social media started first connecting us. And as a society, I think we all became more globalized, more access to information, more connection to things that previously, I'm in Miami and I can know what's going on in Taiwan in 2 seconds, whereas before that wasn't possible. And then 2010 to 2020, you really saw this shift in technology within the workplace with now every platform wants to be on Instagram, and it's important and to be in social medias and getting your business out there. And so in the last 2 years, since ChatGPT at least came out, I think in 2022, AI has revolutionized everything. And every day it changes. Every day there's something new. It can become overwhelming if you're not constantly trying to learn and keeping ahead of yourself. But I've seen the changes in our industry, even in the decade or so I've been around. I've seen the changes in how technology has impacted real estate, but more importantly, how it's helped realtors have better businesses, continue to grow. And so even internally, as you know, from a staff point of view, we use AI every single day.
We are doing GPT. I was thinking about with
Glenn
Glenn
using,
about that.
yeah.
Everybody is doing his own GPT. We are encouraged to do it. So.
Yeah. It's really interesting to have the founder tell you to build the GPT, and we're all learning. And
GPT built.
Yeah, we're using bots and Discord and Fireflies to track things, and HoloSpirit. Yeah, there's a lot of different. We use a lot of platforms. We use a lot of technology, and we continue to push that out to our agents in finding what the best technology in the market is and bringing it to them as it continues to evolve. And I think you don't have to know everything. You don't have to learn every single technological piece. Yeah, you have to pick 2 or 3 things that really work for your business and be very intentional about what that technology is going to do for you, and just learn that and focus on that and continue to build on it instead of trying to keep up with every single absolutely new tool. So I think at EXP, you'll continue to see AI revolutionize the way we operate, but you'll also continue to see different technological tools that will continue to roll out to the agents to help them with connectivity, with their business, with time management, with all sorts of different things, lead generation. You'll continue to see it more and more and more, and probably quicker, in weeks and months, as you said.
Thank you very much for your answer. Yeah, we are aligned.
Yeah.
On this, of course, we are. Small question. We are in France.
Yep.
I am French.
Yes. How could I forget?
Now you discover our French is, and I assume. What does France play in your vision? What is the place of France in the big EXP Realty machine?
Yeah. Well, I think France is one of the key markets, not just in Europe, but internationally as a whole. We're 4 years into, 4 years, 3 years?
Not yet.
No, it's about to be 4 years.
4 years, the 14th of December this year.
Yeah, so we're about to hit the 4-year mark. And in that period, we're now at 500 plus agents.
Yeah.
And
as we say with Glenn, we are profitable.
we've had cash flow positive months. France is standing on its own 2 feet and scaling as well. And I think for us, the way our business model works is those first 500 to 1,000 agents can take 3-4 years, which usually it takes other brands quite a bit of time to get there. But once you hit that 500 to 1,000 agent mark, then going from 1,000 to 2,000 happens much quicker. And then 2,000 to 4,000 happens even quicker. And that's the beauty of the model that we have. So I think that France is at that point where it's hitting critical mass and really about to start seeing some drastic growth. And for us, that's super, super important within Europe. And I think France also just has an amazing connectivity to so many other countries, whether it's through foreign investors purchasing here, French buyers going internationally as well. And so it'll continue to offer more opportunities, not just for our agents in France, but the agents in countries that do a lot of business with France as well. So I think France is a massive part of our overall growth strategy throughout Europe. I'm super excited to see what happens in these next couple of years here, but it's also been amazing to meet the agents here, hear the stories, see how much you've grown, how you've started this from essentially zero, right? Just the EXP brand and building the entire value proposition from the ground up, and getting it to where it's at today. And one day, when EXP France is at 5,000, 6,000 agents, you're going to look back at this and go, "Oh my God, we thought we were."
Yeah. I was with Glenn a few minutes ago, and I had a new target. He said 20,000.
There we go, 20,000, 20,000 agents.
It would be irresponsible if agent is not coming to EXP France. So the new target is 20,000.
There we go.
Just learned that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I think we should.
Where we go.
I think EXP as a whole, we're shooting for 1 million agents. 100 countries.
Love that.
So 20,000 doesn't sound so scary when you're thinking about the overall.
No, we have 100. It's not an official number, official figure, but 120,000 agents in France.
Yeah.
So why not?
Why not?
It's
exactly
really possible.
Yeah.
We have a competitor who was 14,000. So we could be 20,000. It's totally possible. I'm happy to have the target. My last one. What is the most significant performance indicators or milestone in the development? We already speak about that, but the 1,000 will be a significant milestone. The next one, or
in terms of milestones, I think every agent that joins is a new milestone.
Thank you for
and
that.
The small milestones are a lot of times more important. The smaller milestones are more important than the bigger ones, right? That saying 1,000 agents is really great for marketing, branding. It's a great story to tell. But the day-to-day wins, like we hear the story about the gentleman who we met the other day, who's an agent who was a truck driver, and then he joins EXP, and now he's doing.
It will be today.
He's joining EXP.
I'm sure he will join.
And now he's doing 200,000 in GCI, and he has a team of 10 in a short period of time. That's what I love hearing from agents and the stories I love, and I think those are so impactful and so powerful, and those are the milestones we should sort of strive for, because they're the ones that change lives every single day. And if you focus on the little ones of how do we help our agents get from 5 transactions, whatever it is, 2 transactions a month to 4 transactions a month, and how do we get them more productive, and what can we continue to offer them to help them succeed? How we can help, how can we add value to their business? We keep doing that, and then the big milestones, the 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, they just come. They start to just happen. It's a consequence of everything that we do every day.
Thank you very much, Felix. You are here a few months, but you already changed the game for international. No, seriously, it's not just to tell it because, but now we have yes for everything, which is in line with growth. It was the case before, but it's really faster. So I think you really helps growth really faster. So thank you very much. I let you the conclusion word.
I appreciate it. I think I'm super excited to see what's going to happen with France. I can't say yes to absolutely everything, Samuel. So sometimes, sometimes
just tell the yes. Now you tell me.
Listen,
you tell me not to ask. In fact, it's different. So
look,
take your advice.
I think for any realtor out there, the best for anybody really, one of the best advice I ever received was get comfortable with failing, and we have to do that if we want to innovate, if we want to pioneer. Which this company has, first virtual brokerage, largest independent, all these things we've accomplished. It's because we just said yes to things. And we said, well, that sounds crazy. A virtual brokerage in 2009 in a video game world, that sounds insane. But why not try it? It could actually be really good. And so I think as we continue to grow, we will always have to try to step out of our comfort zone, say yes to more things. And
don't ask it, that change the game. Because of course, big company as the challenge on the issue of big company. You should ask people who is asking the people who is doing a committee who will not continue a long time. But, and if self-management, what we are doing, what Glenn wants, what you are doing, is improving every process, every SOP. So everything is faster. And if it's faster, it's innovation, it's good idea. And we grow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Felix.
Thank you, Samuel.
Thank you for being there. Thank you.